I knew that was you. As soon as I saw one person pop in, I said, "That's Lori." How you today? Yep, your alarm just went off. Hey, listen. If you tell me your name one more time, I'm leaving town. SRS mom. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave town if you have to tell me your name one more time. Christine. You know what? I need to keep a cheat sheet up here. The way my brain goes. I was laying on the bed last night and there's a Krispy Kreme coffee box. It's a good box. So I saved to put some stuff in and put it in my closet. So I was laying there and I looked over. I saw it in the bottom of my closet. Couldn't tell you. It hadn't been in there that long. Couldn't tell you for nothing what's in that box. I'm going to have to dig it out and look. It's ridiculous. You know, the part about my memory that gets me the worst is the things I've forgotten about my children. That's the part that gets me. Becky! Oh, is Piper getting all purdied up? Hey, Susan. Y'all better act right. Becky will kick your butt out of here. That's right. I hate to say I've been lucky because then I'll call them up, but I really have. Not much, Susan. Oh, get her ready for the winter. I've been looking and planning out some Dollar Tree meals. Oh, did she, Christina? Was it a bad one? What was he bad? She had to end her life? She couldn't just kick him out? What happened? Hey, God, it must have been bad if she had to end it. Gosh. I think you probably get more at that time period because it's more in the nighttime. People getting off of work, you know, trolls that have jobs. So most of the trolls are working at 1 o'clock. Okay, see you back, Lori. Oh, you didn't bring your lunch? Do you have like, well, if you're trying to not eat carbs, machine probably wouldn't do you no good, would it? Do you have like a cold machine where you get a yogurt or something like that? Or a cheese stick? No. Oh, I got David's phone. I'm waiting on a call from the machine shop. If his parts are ready, he wants me to wake him up so he can go get it. So if you hear the Camara going, that's his phone. Well, me and David ate lunch, but in case it don't stick with me, I got one of these here protein cookies that I will have to eat in front of y'all if push comes to shove. Listen, I have but like one or two fake profiles trying to get in mine. Of course, mine ain't big. Excuse me for slurping. Thank you, Lou. Is Indy near Ohio, Becky? Are you near Ohio? Don't ask me to do geography. I did not know that. Sebastian is near. Which is the one that's farther up, Cincinnati or Cleveland? I think he's near Cleveland. I think. Or we go through Cleveland to get up to Cincinnati. It's one of those two he's near. He's just real close to Lake Erie. I sure will. Forget the math. So I listen to this radio station, and they do put up or shut up. That's what they call it. It's a music trivia, and one of the DJs, he is like a music savant. He knows like the most obscure things about music. He's very, very good, and so the callers try to beat him. Well, the guy that writes it, the other DJ, he said, okay, there's one that's musical math is ungettable. So it was, what are the three numbers in Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, and what did they total? And the guy that was playing, he got to that question. He said, well, I know it's this number and this number. And then he picked up the next number, and the time ran out before he could add it up, or he would have beat him. It was an 8-8 tie. Nobody ever, hardly ever beats this guy, maybe once or twice a year. They play it every day through the week. And then some people are lucky enough to tie him. Not many, but this one he tied him. Otherwise, he would have beat him. Cleveland is north of St. Okay, then he's near Cleveland. Wouldn't she though? There's a lot of stuff from when we was coming up that would get canceled. You know that's the truth. People didn't get their panties in such a wad back in the day. Y'all think so? People get their panties in a wad today. Let me write myself a note. Sale phone to Becky, so I don't forget. Well, it's the truth, Christina. See, I know your name. Right, right, Lou. Hey, Ginger. The good and the bad. And the ugly. They some ugly, Ginger. I'll tell you, they are. They do, Christina. They sure do. So I got my I don't know what they call it. It's like my pre-op anesthesia interview visit thing on Monday. So it's getting real. I'm so ready. Y'all just don't know how ready I am. Oh, it's so exciting. I cannot wait. I'm just waiting for, I hate to sound negative, but ain't like y'all don't know me. I hate to get excited because I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm just nervous. Until it happens, I'm going to be nervous. Not nervous about having it done, nervous about something happening and it not getting done. Hmm. I can't wait. I'm hoping I didn't make a mistake saying that I would go to Land of Oz next weekend because I told David, I said, I think I can do it. I hope I didn't make a mistake. I just could not wait to get my knees done. I've lost the weight. I get around better than I did. I said, I just feel like I can do it. So I just hope I did not make a mistake in that assumption. Don't be jealous. Just keep on at it. Just keep on at it. I'm jealous of people who like don't have to go through that. I'm jealous. I'm not jealous to the point of coveting what they have. I'm jealous, I guess, over myself. I'm not jealous of myself. I'm jealous of the fact, not anyone in specific, that there are people who didn't do this to themselves and then have to dig their way out. They're just the way they are and they're fine and dandy and didn't have any of these weight problems. I'm jealous of that. I wish my life had been different in that respect. Oh, okay. That sounds better, Christina. I'm excited. I done told David, be prepared to buy anything with the witch on it. Just be prepared. He's going to be sliding that card all weekend. Well, at least one day, because we'll be on Oz one day, and then the other days, whatever. I tell you, we ain't got nobody to blame but ourselves. What kind of story you got, Christina? I'm glad. Message. That was my phone. Woohoo! Joan got me some tea. Joan is on a birthday weekend. And she got me some tea. She went to her favorite tea store and she was looking for a specific one that she sent me the first time she sent me tea. And they were out of it last time she was there, and they're out of it this time, but she found another one comparable. So, okay, Christina says, I'm single and have been on only one date since my 2016 divorce, and it was in 2017. Uh-oh, so I got bold and put an online profile up. Ooh, have you got any bites? I did, Susan. You better be careful. Listen, I sound like your mama. You better be careful. Don't let him come to your house. You meet him somewhere in the public eye. Uh-huh. They are, Becky. At least that one is. Oh, you done met him? You done met him? Hi, Sylvia. Good. Good for you. Is there an addendum to that? No. Felonies and stalking? Oh my God. Does he know your real name and where you live? Does he know your real name and where you live, Christina? Good, because he sounds like the kind that would look you up if he did. Holy crap. Was he nice? Oh, you didn't meet him. You just got the details back. And I got you. Oh my gosh. Be glad you spent that $12. Whew. I know that's right, Lou. Go pick up some man in the produce aisle or something. You want me to show you how to squeeze a melon? Yes, people are crazy. Dadgum. I know that's right, because golly. Just think if you hadn't got that report and you just went on and, oh, my name's Christina and I live in, wherever, and I do so and so. He could find you if he wanted to. He could find you. Mm, Stalking and felonies. No thanks. You know, dating ain't like it used to be. If I wasn't married, of course, if I wasn't married, David will be the last one I ever have. That's just the size of it. But if I was just starting to date this, where we're at, where do you meet people? Back in the day, we had like dance clubs and, just different little work and stuff like that. But gosh, even a lot of people now work from home. They don't even have work to meet somebody at. I hope not, Christina. Done. Becky says, please pray for her family. People are nuts. You can't even flip anybody off in the car anymore for fear of getting shot. I don't know about where y'all from, but down south, flipping off was just you cut me off, I flip you off. You flip the bird. That's just what you do. You grow up flipping the bird. You can't flip the bird no more because you'll get shot. No, I didn't see nothing about why, just that you asked for prayer. I wasn't going to ask why in case you didn't want to say why. Listen, I don't see everything when it goes quickly. No, it said, did I see your comment? I said, I seen that one. You said, just wonder. Oh, my comments showing up. Oh, it was way up there. No, that one popped right in up under my radar. I didn't even see that one. Her family is grieving with the loss of her cousin's 26-year-old's suicide. I tell you, you never know what somebody is dealing with in their mind. You never know. I just think it's sad when, especially a young person, gets to the point where they feel like that's their only option. That's called desperation. Was anybody doing anything this weekend? We ain't doing nothing. Not to my knowledge. Took RJ a bunch of pork today. I was down there looking for something in the freezer, and David, he don't eat pork no more. He quit eating it a while back because pork will mess up with your gout, and he was having trouble, and so he said he was going to lay off the pork, and he lay off the pork, and he's not really having trouble, so he's not gone back to eating it. We were only eating it like once a week, but then he completely laid off of it, and I was down looking for something. I'm like, you know what, that pork in the freezer ain't doing me no good. So I told RJ, I said, call me when you get up. He said, I'm up. I said, well, I got some pork in the freezer I need to bring over there. He said, heck yeah. So I took a bunch of pork, frozen pork, over to RJ. He was excited about that. Turkey white bean chili for your husband. Well, that sounds good. Oh, a birthday bowling party. That sounds fun. We've got a place called Stars and Strikes. Never been, but it's in the old Kmart's building. So, beside of it, I'm going to have to go. I'll have to go when I get back from Oz. Well, I'll have to go the week after I get back because then I'll be laid up with my leg. But the new bin store opened up. Wednesdays is Dollar Day. So I'm going to have to go to Wednesday when I come back. I'm going to have to. I'm just going to have to. John, what are you doing on here? You're supposed to be vacating. Mustangs. I wanted to take Sebastian. When he was down here, I told David, I said, you want to take him down there to that place, go bowling? We told him, he says he didn't want to. I said, you don't want to go bowling? Well, I don't know how to bowl. I said, well, you don't have to know how to go have fun. Well, I don't want to go. I just want to stay here. I'm like, okay. So we didn't take him. Ooh, that'd be nice on the lake. See, told you they'd love the corn video, John. Ooh, you gonna get a taste test? Is it a hard pretzel place or a soft pretzel place? They got to watch after Becky, not the other way around. No taste test? Well, that's a bummer. They don't give you a taste test, so you're not going to do a taste test. It's your birthday weekend. Get you a pretzel. They are good, Lou. Golly. Becky, please tell me you did not. Why did, okay, first of all, if he killed 3 people, why in the hell did they let him out of prison? I hope you got away from him. Did you know he killed people when you went out with him? Good. Purchase one. That's good. Lord, Becky, if you found out he killed 3 people and you still went out with him, was you trying to be number 4? knows. Listen, you have fun too. Have fun at your Italian place tonight and your smorgasbord tomorrow. Let me know. Send pictures. Oh my gosh. For real, Becky? Listen, Lou, I got me a protein cookie if I get that way. I didn't have, well, I had some like fish portions we had in the freezer. I told David, I said, let's eat these and get these out of the freezer. Beer battered fish portions. So I made a sandwich. So there was probably more carbs in that than protein to get me kind of feeling funky. Dang, Becky, you brave.
Message.
Becky, brave. I'm trying to think. What is the worst person ever done? I don't think I dated nobody that did anything. Your law and order self, Lou. Oh, I just assumed when you went out with your singles, it was just your single girlfriends. So is it like mixed company, guys and girls? Well, you got time to. Good grief, Sylvia. That's cool. Christina. I don't know. He's still pretty bad. Have you not watched TV movies on them stalkers. Ooh, Criminal Minds on them stalkers. Them people gets cray cray. I reckon so. A stalker, Lord, the things they'll do. And Dateline. Good Lord, there's a lot of stalking business on Dateline, ain't they? A lot of that murder TV. A lot of stalkers on that murder TV. They not wired right. That's terrible, Sylvia. Was y'all still married when he died? Listen, then you was able to recognize it, weren't you? You could get that feel. Mm. Listen, I told y'all on my way in to come with some things to talk about. Becky say she don't need no man. Very well spent. Are you kidding me? He said you was wrong. You'd regret it later if I didn't take risks. Oh my gosh. Mm. But didn't you know he was God's gift to women? And you was gonna be the lucky one. Oh, so let me tell you about my mama. She got that blockage in one side of her neck. So they're gonna do whatever they do to check the blockage. But she had neck surgery 6 years ago. And they've got like rod screws, all that kind of stuff in it. Well, she died and came back in recovery. So we've really not told her that. She knows that she had an episode, but we didn't really tell her, you know. And she's been having terrible headaches, and her neck just hurts. It just kills her all the time. So she told the pain because she goes to pain management, and they sent her for an MRI. And come to find out, the screws in her neck have come loose and are digging into her neck meat. Yes. Yes. After 6 years. They can't do nothing. Says she had to go back and see the surgeon who did it. I said, you mean the one who screwed it up? So she's going to be 81 in November. And she said her primary care told her she can't have no more surgeries because she might stop breathing. So I don't know what that's about. So I don't know what they'll do. But she can't live with screws sticking in her neck meat, for crying out loud. Have you ever heard of such bull hockey? Gosh, I don't know, Lou. She gets injections in her neck on a regular basis. Pain injections of, I don't know if they're steroids. I don't know what they are. But she says she couldn't live without them. But then it just started getting worse and worse and worse. And kind of find out that's what it is. The damn screws are coming out. I don't know. I don't know. I don't I don't I don't know. So I told her let me know because I believe when she goes to this appointment, as long as I can travel, if it's not in October, I'm probably gonna have to go with her. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna need some explanation. Boy, she was in the hospital one time. I'm trying to think, what did she have done? Oh, it was when she had her back surgery, her lower back surgery. And she was in the hospital. And I had went home that night, and she was on the morphine still groggy from the anesthesia, I'm sure. So I go in there the next morning. She's laying in the bed, cup of hot coffee, spilled it all over herself. Breakfast just sitting. She didn't even know her ass from a hole in the ground. And they just pushed that breakfast in there and left it in front of her. And she grabbed her hot coffee and spilled on her over herself. I'm gonna tell you what. I went out in that hallway and I cleaned house. Needless to say, she got cleaned up. She got a fresh gown. That did not happen again. Yes, it is, Lou. Oh, she's been going to pain management for years, Christina. Oh, I tore them a new one, honey. Let me tell you. They hated seeing me come till she got out of that hospital. You have to, Lou. You just have to. Hey, Terry. Terry sent me a picture of an owl, too. Terry's got a owl that lives in her backyard. They like her. That one owl does. I don't know if he's got a family anywhere, but that one owl likes her. Is he still there? Oh my gosh, I wonder why. You reckon he's like guarding a nest making process or something? It could be. He could be guarding a nest, you know, because they'll do it. They won't let you get near if there's a nest out there. You think he's napping? He may be if you don't hear him. Listen, I seen vultures on the side of the road the other day. I come down through there. There was like 5 of them sitting on the side of the road. Must have been some nice big piece of roadkill. And one of them like flew over as I went by. And I looked over. That's what made me catch them over there. They was all around whatever that was. They was getting on it. I get crows. I get crows out here in the front yard. We get a lot of crows. But I see vultures a lot on the side of the road. Y'all. Well, you'd have to watch Brutus, no bigger than he is. It is a 69 Camaro, Lou. It is legit a 69 Camaro, and he'll tell you whatever the engine, blah, 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 all that stuff. But he searched it out, found it, and that's his ringtone. Gets on my last damn nerve. I hate it because it goes, if I didn't turn it off, it would just go on and on and on and on. Oh my gosh, drives me nuts. He loves it. He loves it. I was watching Andy Griffith in there talking about buzzards. Um, it's when Peggy, her old lab partner from like medical school, whatever, come to visit, and he's in there eating a sandwich, and Andy had a date with Peggy, and he shows up, and the boy's there, and he's like, he's hungry as a buzzard, just hungry as a buzzard. And he was eating a sandwich, and he was gonna go in there and get him another sandwich because he was hungry as a buzzard. And then he said, "Didn't we have a date?" Peggy said, "Well, yeah, we did." He goes, "Well," he goes, she's like, "Well, what do you expect me to do about it?" He goes, "Oh, go feed your hungry buzzard." uh, Go cut the grass. You have a good weekend too. Have fun at the lake tonight. Listen, I love it when he calls Opie, "You little buzzard." I've called mine that, "You little buzzard." I bet it is out there in that heat, Terry. Good grief. Really? Oh, that's cool. She was. And y'all, That was Tatum O'Neal's mama. Did you know that? That was Tatum O'Neal's mama. Mm-hmm. And she died kind of tragically, didn't she? At a young age. You heard Becky hit the like button. Well, look at there. There's my vacay partner, Tracy. The one who played Peggy, the nurse on Andy Griffith, the blonde, the rich nurse that Barney convinced Andy was too good for him. But she died young. Okay, so Andy's wife was in the scene of one of the church choir singings. She was one of the choir members. Mm-hmm. Yep. If you seen her, you would. If you seen her, you'd be like, oh, okay. No, Lou, say it ain't so. I shall not think of anything bad against my Andy Griffith. Do not say it. Do not say it. Take it back. Take it back. Suck it right back up. Just suck it up. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Y'all did not read that. Y'all did not. I refused. I refused. No, 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 no. I refuse to hear it. Oh God. Hmm. Listen, what you talking about? You was talking to Kathy before Chris brought lunch. So excited to see both of you. Oh, okay. Oh, I, coming up. I'm like, I don't see no Kathy in this chat room. I'll get you now. No, I refuse to believe it. I refuse. I will not look it up. I just will not. If I didn't see it with my own eyes, it didn't happen. There you go. There's my logic. And this don't count. Seeing it with still with my eyes right here, that don't count. No, don't feel like a jerk. Feel like an evil person putting these things into my mind. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Lou. I like to hear gossip, just not of my beloved people. You know who I heard was one of the nicest people ever, 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 ever? Bob Denver, who played Gilligan. Yes. Now, if you say anything bad against him, I'll just not believe it either. I read they said he was the nicest man ever. Oh, she's cast her vote for you to move there. Gomer. God, no. Yeah, you can date Otis. And do not date, oh gosh. Howard. Howard. Ugh. Oh, Keanu Reeves. He's got such a good reputation, too. He does. Oh my gosh. He's so kind. He's just so kind and just chill and just kind of regular, like you said, down to earth. And he'll talk to his fans and stuff like that. Really? Oh, I couldn't see that. I can't see nobody but Skipper. Skipper was on Andy Griffith. He played um J, J, Jet, was it Jeb? Jeff Pruitt. Jeff Pruitt. He played Jeff Pruitt. And he called Barney little buddy. I thought, you can't be calling him little buddy because you got to call Gilligan little buddy. Oh my God! Now you talking my language. Lost in Space. You are talking, Terry, you are talking my language. Growing up, that was my show. Oh my gosh, that was my show. You know, you couldn't get kids to watch that stuff today. It's not advanced enough. But for us back then, it was the bomb. Yeah, that was sad about Jimmy Buffett. I never did hear what killed him. Listen, I love the Jetsons too. The vegetable people. You didn't like the vegetable people. Skin cancer? Oh my goodness. You'd like to think skin cancer could be taken care of. Was it something that maybe they missed that he had and then it like went to other parts of his body? Lori's back. Well, I know one thing. It said he was 76, and that is not old. That is still too young. That's too young. Just too young. I think if I lived to 80, that's only 20 years. I got to have more than 20 years. I need more than 20 more years. I've got to have more than 20 more years. I just got to. That's not enough. That's not enough. I'm going to start getting morbid. I'm going to eat my protein cookie. Y'all are going to have to see me chew. I don't like to chew on camera because I just don't. I don't like to watch these people eat. These I done quit watching one YouTube hauler, Dollar Tree hauler, because she started doing mukbangs. And I'm fixing to quit watching another one if she don't stop. Because I can't stand that. But I'm feeling a little, I don't know. I know. They did not see that through, Terry. Life can be so short. King of merchandising. Well, his family will keep making money off of him, I guarantee you. No, we going further than that, Sylvia. We going on past it. We going on past it, honey. I don't neither, Lou. I don't neither. Like, I don't want to eat this in front of y'all, but I'm feeling kind of funky, so I'm going to. But I wouldn't do it on video and hold a microphone up so you can hear me smacking. Ah. Look at that. It's Wanda. Did you ever figure out how to see the chat when you watch the replay? Because I said it every week. I said it every week, and other people, they see the chat. Right, Lou? If I let it go on the whole time, you'd be telling me to fling it. You'd be coming through the screen telling me to fling it. Oh, she likes digging through the Goodwill stores. Y'all know I ain't been to the Goodwill. Oh my gosh. I ain't been to the Goodwill. I don't remember. I don't remember the last time I went to Goodwill. And I've only been to Wanda's like once in the past month and a half or better. Hadn't been to the VV. Ain't hardly going to the Dollar Tree. I'll tell you, I'm sick. When you click on live chat, it'll say because I know if I look it on other something, click on live chat, it'll say live chat has moved. You just need to click on where the comments are, or either click on that says it, one or the other, and then live chat pops up. It's very weird. Will you try that? Tracy, girl. Yes, they have. Their prices are crazy. Dang. Yes, you did. Ooh, Lou. You got to watch people everywhere. I had years ago, oh my gosh, years and years and years and years ago, I had went to the AutoZone, get some oil, I think it was, for my car. And I was putting it in out there in the parking lot. Well, I had my hood up and I was leaning over, doing what I was doing. I was checking. I was whatever it was. I had to lean over, and I had a tank top on, like kind of, This nasty, nasty old man come by and said something vulgar to me. Boy, I looked at him and told him something, and told him he better he. I just told him some things. That's all I will say. You can't be too careful, God. See, our Benz only has clothes. I wish they would have. Of course, I get why you couldn't have bins of like housewares and stuff because you might get your finger cut in glass or something like that. I get that, but yeah, people are just nasty. Did you find Ralph online, Lori? Okay, what kind of online thing was you at? Because you apparently snagged a regular person. Oh, do you? Like Sheldon said, the postman told him, "Got your back, Jack. Bitches do be crazy." I said, "We're talking about men." This ain't the best cookie in the world. Oh, there is Roy. Roy, we're talking about men. How nasty they are. You want to weigh in on that subject? Christina, it is truth. Christina about got snagged up with a stalker with felonies, but she got out of that real quick. Yeah, that pie looked good. Listen, I was sitting on the porch this morning watching that out there in that lovely weather. It was nice. I was going to make a pound dropper cheesecake for a meal prep this week. But I got to thinking, we're leaving Friday, and it makes a lot. And if David don't eat it, then I'll have some left, and I can't eat the whole thing that quick, so I don't think I'm going to make it. I was going to make cottage cheese bowls for lunch. I don't even want them. Oh, you have a second one in the fridge. Mmm. I'll be trying it. Listen, we need to give Roy some subjects to talk about so he can go back to doing his truck chat. That sounds good, Lou. Anything pumpkin sounds good. Yeah, absolutely, Christina. Yeah. And then I got to figure out what we're going to eat in them couple days when we come back. Because I'm not buying groceries before I go. That's for sure. Me too, Lori. Me too. So he said he didn't have any topics, so we need to give him some topics. Well, there's Dot. Look at there. You do lots of cooking in that kitchen. Of course, you like to cook. Me too, Terry. Oh my gosh, me too. I'm in season 3. What season are you in? It's on my TV over here now. I just got it paused. But I'm in season 3. Ooh, you're way ahead of me. I love it. I'm so glad you found it because oh my gosh, I have been so enjoying and turning it on. Isn't it though? Terry had never seen In the Heathen Light. That's one of my all-time favorite TV shows. She found it on Prime Video because she said, I want to know Heathen Light. It's good. I'm like, where'd you find it? She said, Prime. So we have Prime, Amazon Prime. And so I've been watching it too. Love it. It really does, Terry. It really does. And it was ahead of its time with some of the subject matter, you know? What the hell? Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't chew. It was some kind of fossilized peanut or something. That's good, Wanda. So you got your tractor working. Yeah. And I still love Bubba. I love me some Bubba. That's right. Act like you don't love Bubba. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. I like when he gets all southern and when he winks and when he gets that little grin when they little sheepish little grin. That broad shoulder, them biceps, that waist, that booty. I just like Bubba. Girl, what you talking about? Okay, Wanda. Listen, I know that's right, Dot. Recipes with Roy. I started calling you recipes, Roy. If you don't like Bubba, you're not gay. That's all I'm gonna say about it. You heard me. I said it right here. If Roy don't like Bubba, he's not gay. He's pretending. Roy, do you know Bubba? Do you even know Bubba? You know who I'm talking about? Yes, they had to show him off, Terry. They wasn't stupid. Mm. Hmm. Very, very manly. Mm-hmm. You know, back in there is all kind of crap in this cookie that is not being chewed. You know, all them co-stars that got to be his girlfriend for an episode. You know, they was all excited about. Ooh, I get to play opposite Bubba. You know, they was excited. Mm-hmm. Mm. Just add to the fire there, Terry. Oh, they sure should. They sure should have been. I'd have been fainting if I'd have got to play opposite him. If I get one more thing in this cookie I can't chew, I'm spitting the whole thing out. I told David, let me swallow this. I know Roy's laughing. If he ain't, he wasn't listening. I did not mean. Lou, do it, girl. I don't know, Wanda. I really don't. But I was telling David today, I considered packing a little lunch for us to take, on the way up there and whatever. I said, but I really don't want to because we never go anywhere and we're finally going somewhere. He says, no, we're not doing that. No, we're eating out. You're not doing that. I'm like, okay, thank you. Which he never would have made me anyway, but he's like, no, you're not doing that. So I ain't taking nothing. We eating it all out. Because like I said, we never go anywhere. The last place we went was to the mountains when I got to go up to Appalachian. Was that 2 years ago? Has it been 2 years? Although it wasn't last year. So it had to be the year before. Yeah. Ain't that the truth, Tracy? He said, get on there and do your research and find somewhere, places to go we ain't never been, like you did when we went down to the Outer Banks. I said, yeah, I'll have to look and see what we got going on. There is a restaurant in our motel. I researched it to find out what kind of restaurant because we're thinking, yay, we can just eat breakfast there before we head up to Oz, before we come home, whatever. It's a Mexican restaurant. It ain't that kind of restaurant. It's just a Mexican restaurant. So it lets that out. Excuse me, my nose is running. But David said we have to see what y'all want to eat. He said, I'm sure they'll want to eat after we do our thing up there. I said, yeah, I would think. Seems all kind of wrong. But it's a resort motel. It's on Beach Mountain, which is a ski mountain. So that's why it's there, because it's a resort. I mean, it's not a resort like they got. It's on a mountain, and it's big. Time is the skiing season. Mm-mm. Nope, just Mexican. So we'll have to get up and go somewhere Friday morning, get some breakfast before we. Our bus up the mountain goes at, I think it's 1 o'clock. I got my paper printed out. What time's yours? Because we'll have to pick a time when whoever gets up there first is just gonna have to wait around for the other one. Which we can talk about this and figure it out. I'm just while I got you here, we'll talk about it. Oh, I didn't know we had the time. Yeah, straight up the mountain, Terry. Back in the day when it was a working park, you could ride the chairlifts up, whatever you call it, the thing, or take the bus up. Me and Mama had to take the bus up because she would get swimmy headed and seasick on the chairlift. So we always had, which is still straight up the mountain. So it's not like it's much better. You just can't look down and see that you're, going to fall into oblivion. I'll be a nervous wreck on that bus. Hey, Rhonda. So, yeah, you go up on the bus or you don't go. But I'm assuming since all the bus comes up, it's like once an hour, I think, that it's just a self-guided tour. I don't know if because I'm thinking along the way they're going to have little areas of skits and things. That's what I think. I don't know. And I know they used to have like little outdoor amphitheaters that you could sit in, and they would come put on little shows for you. So I don't know what all got destroyed or vandalized, what's still there, what they're doing. I don't know. But I'm just excited to see it. I can tell you that. Yes, we will, Tracy. I was thinking I'd like to go find me a book bag to wear so I can put like anything I buy in it, things I need for walking around or whatever. But I think I'll keep doing this all day long if I got it on my back. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna wear my old crossbody satchel that I can put stuff in. Oh, I plan on it, Christina. I plan on it. Tracy don't know it, but she's gonna be in video. That's right. I'm gonna make David take video. I'm gonna make him take his phone too. So if something happens and mine dies, I can take video on his. Listen, you can't have me talk about the Land of Oz for a year, get to go and not vlog it. Terry. Yeah, you're making a joke. He ain't gonna carry no backpack. He might would carry it like this, but he's not gonna put it on his back. I can tell you that. And if I got something I need him to carry, he'll carry it. Yeah, bring your camera. You gotta take video too. We gotta, when it gets closer, look up the weather. Now it'll be chillier up on the mountain because it's up on the mountain. But well, have fun with that, Lori. But it'll probably be chilly up on the mountain. But I don't want to wear a long sleeve because then if the sun comes out and walking and I'll get hot, then I'll be miserable. I was thinking about wearing my little light knit cardigan that I wear out there on the porch. I thought about tying it around my waist. It's next weekend, Rhonda. I'll be talking about it in between now and then. Don't worry about that. Oh, that's a trash truck. I'm trying to get a few videos to come up for y'all to watch while I'm gone. I'll have another, I'm working on, I got another recipe I'm doing tonight. It does. It does, Terry. Um, the recipe I'm doing tonight will go on this week's Dollar Tree dinners, and then I'll work on another video to come up while we're gone next weekend. And there'll be no live next Friday, obviously. Um, and I'm not going to do a grocery haul or meal plan on Wednesday because I'm not going to buy groceries on Wednesday and turn around and be gone for 3 days. So I won't have anything that day unless I come up with something, which I got a few things mulling around. So I hope so too, Lori. Enjoy if he does or her. Cherry, you can keep that mess, girl. That's just too much. I couldn't live out there. I don't know how you do it. Do y'all have humidity? Mm. I couldn't take it. I was only in the 80s today. Let me see. Been a rough summer, hasn't it? It's 86 right now, and that's our high. So we're at our high. Rain tomorrow. 80s the rest of the week. Ooh, it's dipping down next Wednesday into the 50s and the high 70s. Ooh. Our rains are supposed to come tomorrow, Roy. Of course, today David wants to go down and mow the field because we won't be here next weekend. He tries to get it before it gets too long. I bet you would like some. High of 107. Mm, I couldn't do it. Mine never cuts off. It's running right now. Never cuts off. Y'all know I like the rain, but I would like him to get mowed. Probably because the heat took it away. The heat burned off all that water. Lord, there's Miss Edie. What you doing today, Edie?
Message.
Oh my gosh. Joan is in a store and she just sent me pictures of just shelves of owls. Oh my gosh. Come catch up around my house. Listen, I told Holly because she's going to help me when we get back from Oz that week. She's going to help me get the house clean and get my Halloween decorations put out for surgery that Monday, right? I told her, I said, I've been looking at my dust and thinking, can I just leave it until it's time for Holly to come? And so far I have. That's terrible. I don't care. I hate to dust. I hate it. Well, me and David are going, but Tracy, Miss Trials along here, girl, and her husband and son are coming to North Carolina. And she has a friend that she knew from way back in the day that she's going to meet. And then she's going to come down and go with us to Oz on Saturday. I don't mind dishes. I got a dishwasher. Oh, Lou, I got a protective coating. My house is protected, let me tell you. I despise dusting. God. I'll wash the toilet before I dust. That's the truth. Of course, I can't get my face down near the toilet because that makes me want to gag. 1989. I knew it was back in the day. Listen, this here protein cookie's got all kind of stuff in it. I keep chewing and getting caught in my teeth. I'm being so rude. I'd really rather have something savory, but listen, I'm thinking I'm this close. Why am I going to dust and then it just turn right around and get dusted again in 2 weeks? That's too much. Y'all probably think I live in a filthy house. I don't. I really don't live in a filthy house. I mean, you can't eat off my floor. That's for sure. Yeah, she is. So, Tracy, my mama gave me there's this lady she knows that's a neighbor of hers somewhere close, and she paints. She gave me some stuff last year for Christmas and it seemed like a Halloween. Well, she painted a flower pot and she gave it to me yesterday, and it's got hummingbirds on it. It's so pretty. I should have brought it in here and showed you. It's so pretty. Tracy says she's North Texas, outside of Dallas. Now, how far is Dallas and San Antonio apart? Yes, I will. Let me put myself a note. Pick 2, Tracy. Oh, 5.5 hours. Good grief. Roy, you up there with somebody? Who you up there near? It sure is, ain't it, Terry? Judy. Ain't y'all close enough to meet up? Well, you should, and you could vlog it. I got to meet her. Her and her husband, Terry. If I leave it for when Holly comes, she's going to think her mama is the filthiest person ever. I'll tell you this. If I dust now, I will not pick up my stuff and dust under it. I will go ahead and pack my stuff up, and it'll just be nothing sitting there until we decorate for Halloween, because I'm not going to pick it up and dust it and put it right back down just to turn around and box it all up. Because when I decorate for Halloween, I put all my stuff up, and it's all Halloween comes out. I don't put Halloween intermixed with my regular decorations. It is all Halloween. Well, Lou, I didn't say anything about furniture polish. I use my Swiffer. Hello. When Holly comes, we'll get the furniture polish out. If I dust now, it's gonna be a Swiffer. I was just gonna say, are we about done? I kind of want to go in there and record something, but it's 2:30. I got to record supper because that's going on this week's. Terry say she got one too, Lou. Listen, that fly lady, she's too efficient for me. She's way too efficient for me. I come across her way back in the days of AOL and dial up internet. She was too efficient for me back then. She dang sure is now. I've lost my love of all things housekeeping and homemaking. I I am that old, Roy. My 1962 birth year partner. Y'all remember that sound? Oh my gosh. And when it wouldn't connect and wouldn't connect and wouldn't connect, and you just had to keep calling and keep calling and keep calling. God, this whole instant always on thing, kids, they don't realize how good they got it. Yes, she say, make sure your sink is clean before you go to bed. No, ain't doing it. Yeah, Roy say he's even younger mentally. Hmm. David just turned 60 Tuesday. He said, I don't feel 60. I said, well, you don't look 60. I don't think you look 60. Lord, no, Lou. Ain't nobody doing all that. No, they do not, Tracy. They do not. Or, or somebody picking up to make a phone call and knocking you offline because you're on the same phone line. Boy, talk about getting mad. No. David, he's got more gray than he used to, but he's lost his hair on top too. Well, thank you, Roy. I don't think you do either. I don't. We don't. Me too. Considering it's just me and David. He don't clean it. Oh, you been going gray that early? My mama, she was completely white. I think by the time she was 20, she didn't go gray. She went white. I mean, white. And then when she got older, it was a beautiful white silver. Oh, it was beautiful. But she was white headed. She used to color it, and then she just finally was like, I ain't got time for this. Well, Tracy, your hair is so long. What year on the bottom hair is grown out? The bottom hair that's about to your knees. What year would you say that hair's from? I don't know if you get it trimmed, if it trims off any, or if it just keeps growing. I don't know how you do that. Has it been that long, Terry? Do you trim it? Do you trim the ends? Oh, it hadn't even been trimmed? So the hair at your knees is the color of your hair from 14 years ago. Terry said no trimming either. Now, how long is I know it's long because you do have it down sometimes. But when you let it go all the way down, how long is yours? That beautiful white. So Terry's is to her butt. I think Terry might be a little taller than Tracy. Um, my gosh, how many boxes of color would it take to do your hair? Yours too, Terry. I'd let it go gray for sure. I wouldn't buy all that kind of color and try to do all that and get down in the bathtub and get it all rinsed off and everything. That would be a nightmare. Yeah, so like her hair might be to your butt, considering however tall you are, and then vice versa, where your hair might be to her calves. I mean, y'all both have long hair. There is no way around that. Both of you got that long hair. Yeah, you got a little bit on her. Listen, me and Tracy are going to be night and day when we meet because I'm now 5'6". I lament the fact all the time that I used to be 5'9". Listen, I had hair, and then I'm telling you, when I went and got that cut, she cut this stuff so short. Y'all see how short this is? I got an appointment with her when I get back from Oz to trim it up before surgery because I won't be able to go the month of October. I'm gonna tell her she can't be going so short. It's grown out here, but golly, she cut it short. Oh, I didn't know your hubby was 6'4". Have we discussed that? David's 6'2" as well. Ooh, Deborah, 6'1". I always wanted to be 6 foot coming up. I always wished I'd have hit 6 foot, and I never did. But you've shrunk a few yourself. I tell you, it happens to the best of us, don't it? Yes, I always want to be 6 foot. People ask me, like in school, you play basketball? No. Why not? Don't want to. Did you? Tracy say, please. She just wanted to hit 5 foot. I kept the stats for the JV girls basketball team one year. But I didn't have no desire to play basketball. I hunch, Roy, just because I got a hump in my back. My mama had one and I got one. So even when I'm sitting here talking to y'all, I'm hunched over. I played softball for church, but I didn't play no kind of sports for high school. Well, you just have to do what you can do, Roy. If it ain't comfortable, it ain't comfortable. You know? Yeah, it'll settle in on you, Wanda. It will. I'm hunched over like Mama. Actually, in my videos on my homepage, you know how you get suggested videos? I don't know how these people on YouTube know that I'm hunchback, but one that says exercises to get rid of this thing right here. They didn't call it hunchback, but it's that. I can't lay on the floor to do that. Past turn went straight to you, Deborah. Does that pop up for you, Tracy? Buffalo hump. Yes, Roy, your boobs are too big. Edie, oh, Edie, are you not even 5 foot? Oh, you was happy to hit 5 foot. I got you. Okay, now you tell me how you twirled that flag when your arms couldn't hardly reach enough to get it off the ground. How did you do that? Oh, Edie's 5'2" on a good day. Roy. Oh God. Lord, they would have to be something small. We talking skill. Y'all read Roy. He said he looked like an albino Aboriginal woman in the mirror when he bent over forward to brush his teeth. Lou, he is crazy. Listen, I'm just telling y'all all this stuff that's when I stand in the bathroom naked before I get in the shower, there's a mirror there that David uses to shave with. He'll take it over and just set it on like on the knobs and he'll shave in the shower, which I love because he don't mess the sink up. So it's sitting on the little stand that we have. We keep our wash rags and our toilet paper in it. And so I'm getting ready to get in the shower and I'm looking and everything is just like just sinking and sagging and crevices appearing. And I'm like, oh my God, this is disgusting. But you know what? I'll take it over that 130 pounds any day of the week. Still, it's gross. Oh, I'm sorry, Wanda. That is the truth, Roy. If I knew, that's what I was saying earlier on in this thing, that I don't covet what somebody else looks like or whatever, but I'm jealous that I allowed myself to get to where I am, to have to go through the things I have to go through, and now then I end up looking like I look. I was looking at somebody, I'm like, you know what? I will never ever look like that because I let myself get big. And now that I'm losing weight, I got the skin, it's got to go somewhere. So I did this to myself, and I'm jealous over people that don't let themselves do that. I wish I never had, but it happens. Oh, Terry, it's terrible. I was sitting. Listen, do y'all ever sit around? Roy, you don't wear gowns. Do y'all ever just sit around, like if you got your gown on and you're just like sitting there watching TV and you're just like I could pick my shirt up and just with my gown, whatever. So I was sitting I had my gown on last night, and I was sitting over in my recliner, and I was leaned back, and I just like fluffed up my gown because sometimes I just fan or I just pull it up. I'm just sitting there just fidgeting, and I seen my legs. They were smacked, down on the chair, so they were like spread out. I'm like, oh my gosh, my legs are like this wide. They feel like, and I'm like, what are they going to do with all that stuff when they do that knee replacement? Are they going to like sew it back up and just push the fat up in there? Oh, it's terrible. Do you, Roy? Listen, my nightgowns, they're t-shirt nightgowns that didn't fit me before. They fit me, like I could wear them if I wanted to wear them. Now they fit me like gowns. Oh, I love it. I love it. What I wear is that. Well, that's pants. You can't see it. I keep it hanging over there on the back of my door. For the longest time, I just slept in my clothes because night shirts didn't fit. I'm like, I'll sleep in my clothes. And I did. Oh, Terry, seriously? Man, I can't have no more games because next week, not next week, the week after, when I come back from Oz, I go to the surgeon for my pre-op, and they'll weigh me to see how much I weigh. Which he said, even if I didn't get down below 250, he would fight for me. But I want to be below 250, you know, and I am right now, and I want to stay there. That's about what it took me, Terry, for real, before it even started working. So just hang in there. Hang in there. Maybe this will be the week. I do, but I still screw up, Roy. I have great incentive, but I still screw up. Well, see, then it's working. So maybe that loss will show up next week. What is it about? We have all our big whys. Oh, Lou, that's awesome. I tell you, some days I do it not meaning to, and I always say, "Oh, I can never intermittent fast," but some days I do, just not meaning to, because the day gets away, with me or whatever. Oh, they've never had me get a bone density scan. But why is it we have whys? Everybody has a why. Everybody has a reason. Everybody has incentive. But why do we still mess up? Well, because we're human. I know that. But Roy, you'd be rich if you knew. If you knew, you would be rich. Because we know what it feels like to feel good when we're eating good and we got good results on the scale and we feel good. We like that feeling. So why do we screw it up? Don't we all? The $1,000,000 question. Yes. If we could figure this out, there wouldn't be no diet industry. Everybody could just eat regular, lose weight, and then nobody would be overweight. Mm-hmm. But I will say, I didn't feel horrible when I ate that cake this past week. I thought maybe I would have, but I didn't. You go so far, and then you're starting over. And then you're just kicking yourself in the butt thinking, because over these past 5 years, I have started over so many times. So many times I started over. Right. It don't taste as good as you think, but you know what, Roy? We still eat it, don't we? Yes, we do. Well, just give up some of it. Just give up some of it, Wanda. You don't have to eat the artificial. Just don't eat as much sugar. Just don't have sugar every day if you're going to have regular sugar. Just maybe pick a day or two that you're going to treat yourself. Listen, on Thursday, if I come in with a weight gain, I'm like, why bother? Let me find me something to eat. And I start digging. Okay, so that go low, look it up. You don't just take their pills and it falls off of you. I looked it up because I was curious. They have a diet, and it is a strict low calorie diet. And they say you have to exercise. And it is a strict, let me repeat, low calorie diet. And then you have to buy their supplements, which is the go low whatever. No way, buddy. I'm not eating the way they make them people eat. They starve them to death. Yeah, look it up. They starve you to death. Ain't doing it. Yeah, I mean, I'll watch what I can eat as far as whatever restaurants we find, but I can't eat a lot at one time. So won't really have anywhere to save leftovers. You know why, Roy? Because they starve you to death. That's why. I ain't gonna do no kind of incentive or not. I'm not doing no kind of diet that starves me to death. I ain't doing it. Oh, well, go test that recipe, Roy. What'd I say, Edie? what? What did I say? I done forgot what I said. That's pretty bad. Yes, Roy, y'all have a good weekend. Stay cool. Yes, yes. Because then I'm just like, well, what difference does it make? I gain weight. What's does it matter what I eat today? I got the rest of the week. I'll worry about it. Then I go in there and start scrounging. But in all fairness to honesty, I can still scrounge on Thursdays when I lose weight. Because then I'm like, girl, you lost weight. Get you a snack. I'm telling you, I can justify. This one over here says don't, and this one over here says do. I can justify eating anything. Oh, Tracy, you better get your sweater out there. 100 degrees. You're going to need to cut the heat on. Edie, think I can't. I can justify eating some food. I try not to. I'm trying to get over that. But it happens. What can I say? Ain't no sense to get on here and lie about it. Y'all know all my dirty laundry anyway. Well, no, you don't. You know my dirty diet laundry. Let's put it like that. You don't know my other kind of dirty laundry. Well, the fact that you decide to stop at 7 and you stick by that, that's your strong suit right there. That's where you're showing your strength, because if you wanted to binge eat whatever, you wouldn't let a time on the clock determine that. But now you're determined, okay, that's it. That's when I stopped. I'm done. So you're doing awesome. Oh, that's good, Wanda. That's good. Well, that is true. That's true, Tracy. Well, look at there. There's Miss Marilyn. See, that's me, Marilyn. If I tell myself you're not going to eat after 8 o'clock, if 8:30 came and I really wanted something, I would just say, well, we'll try again tomorrow. Yeah, it'll drop that blood sugar. That's okay. Listen, I'm sitting here hungry. That little bit of cookie I ate, that did not quite do it. I think there's a couple more fish things in there. I might eat those. I had a what amounted to a fish stick sandwich for lunch, Tracy. This the beer battered fish portions, the little frozen fish portions. We had some of those we need to get out of the freezer. So that's what we ate. And I feel like the two that are left I'm gonna eat as soon as I get off of here. Yeah, you're right. It's taking that first step. That's the hardest part, is that first step. Probably so, Tracy. I just threw the rest away. It just was not hitting it. Okay, well, tell Roman, hey, y'all have a good weekend too. I kind of feel like it's about time to go. Almost 2 hours. I tell you, time flies on here, don't it? Anybody got anything else they want to say before we go? I know you just got here, Marilyn, but maybe next. No, I won't be here next week. The week after. Maybe you can make it a little bit sooner. Ugh, almost 3 o'clock. Okay, that sounds good. All right, then I am going to call it. I'm glad y'all come. Yes, everybody have a good weekend. Oh, yay. I got to see mine day before yesterday. Yes, it has been fun. Y'all are the best. Okay, I'm going to sign off. Let me find my little button. Less than a week, Tracy. Oh, he says Mimi. Okay, well, I'm signing off. No, you hang up. Okay, I am.